A Horcrux is an object in which a dark wizard or witch has hidden a part of his soul in order to become immortal. Horcruxes can only be created after committing murder, the extreme act of evil. The Horcrux is considered to be the darkest art and the most terrible of all dark magic. The first known Horcrux was created by Harpo the Foul in ancient Greece, but the only other known creator of a Horcrux was Lord Voldemort. He was likely the only person to have successfully created more than one Horcrux. So in today's video, we'll be discussing Voldemort's Horcruxes. When and who did he kill to make them? Once Tom Riddle began attending Hogwarts, he was obsessed with immortality and unable or unwilling to understand the importance of the soul's well-being. Tom Riddle had found the information necessary to make a Horcrux in a book, the only known book that provided specific instruction on the creation and nature of a Horcrux was Secrets of the Darkest Arts. The book was once held in Hogwarts library. Due to the book's extremely dark and dangerous nature, Albus Dumbledore hid it away in his office when he became the headmaster and was completely banned from Hogwarts. Tom Riddle, however, asked the experienced Horace Slughorn for an expert opinion under the guise of creating more than one Horcrux in theory, and Slughorn provided him with all information he needed. So Tom Riddle at some point succeeded in creating his first Horcrux. He actually went further than any wizard known to history to create 7 Horcruxes, due to his belief in the power of the number 7. The first Horcrux Tom Riddle made was his diary in 1943, during his 6th year at Hogwarts. This diary was originally purchased by Riddle in a muggle shop in London. Tom Riddle achieved his goal of locating Salazar Slytherin's Chamber of Secrets and used his ability to speak Parsetongue to open it. He further used his language ability to control the basilisk, to terrorize the school and hands down the Muggle-born students. Eventually, one of the Muggle-born students, Myrtle Warren, was killed. Riddle used this murder to split his soul and transformed the diary into his first Horcrux. The second Horcrux was Marvolo Gaunt's ring. The ring was an heirloom of the House of Gaunt, descendants of Salazar Slytherin and Countess Peverell, due to containing the Resurrection Stone inside. The ring continued to be passed down the family line, eventually ended up in the hands of the Gaunt family, and therefore morphing Gaunt, Voldemort's uncle. The ring was taken from Morpher by Voldemort himself when he returned to Little Hangleton to seek out his family in August 1943. Voldemort took the ring with him back to Hogwarts after framing Morphin for the murders of the Riddle family, and he later used the murder of his father, Tom Riddle Sr. by the Killing Curse, to turn the ring into his second Horcrux. The third Horcrux was the Ravenclaw Diadem. The diadem belongs to Rowena Ravenclaw, the founder of Ravenclaw House. The diadem, however, was later stolen by her daughter Helena, as she hid it in a deep tree within a forest in Albania. After Tom Riddle graduated from Hogwarts, Riddle charmed Helena Ravenclaw into telling him the location of the diadem, which she did. Tom Riddle permanently traveled to Albania at her instruction and murdered an Albanian farmer along the way before retrieving the diadem, which he later preserved a third part of his soul within to make his third Horcrux. The fourth Horcrux was Helga Hufflepuff's Cup. Hufflepuff's Cup was a magical item created by Helga Hufflepuff herself, one of the founders of Hogwarts. While Tom Riddle was working at Bergen & Berks after Hogwarts, he befriended Hepzibah Smith, a wealthy but elderly descendant of Helga Hufflepuff, and because of this, the cup was passed down through the Hufflepuff's family, and through the centuries made its way to Hepzibah Smith, who keeps the cup as a priceless heirloom. Riddle once visited Hepzibah Smith, who showed him her priceless object, Hufflepuff's Cup. Tom Riddle murdered Hepzibah by poisoning her and stole the cup at that point, transformed it into his fourth Horcrux, using Hepzibah's murder. The fifth Horcrux was Slytherin's Locket. Slytherin's locket was a piece of jewelry originally owned by Salazar Slytherin that became an heirloom of his family. After descending down from Slytherin, it came into the possession of the Gaunt family. The locket, however, was stolen by Marvolo's daughter, Merope Gaunt, who sold it to Bergen & Berks. The locket was later bought by Hepzibah Smith from the store, and Tom Riddle did just the same as he did with Hufflepuff's cup. He took the cup along with the locket after murdering Hepzibah, but this time, he killed an unknown Muggle tramp, using his murder to turn Salazar Slytherin's locket into his fifth Horcrux. The sixth Horcrux was Harry Potter. When the prophecy was given by Sybil Trelawney to Albus Dumbledore that predicted the fall of the Dark Lord, Voldemort chose to target Harry instead of Neville. He traveled to Godric's Hollow and he simply walked into the Potter's house. Once inside, he proceeded to murder James and Lily, who didn't have their wands. However, when he used the killing curse on Harry, it rebounded and most likely destroyed his body. This happened because Lily sacrificed her life to protect her son, creating a powerful defensive magic around Harry. It was at this point that Voldemort's next Horcrux was created, without his knowledge. Voldemort killed Lily Potter shortly before attempting to kill Harry. Thus Harry Potter became the Dark Lord's sixth Horcrux. The seventh and last Horcrux was the Snake Nagini. In Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, Voldemort's soul fled from Quirrell's body after he was killed. He returned to the Albanian forest, weaker than ever. Voldemort used to gain physical form by inhabiting animals, usually snakes. It was around this time that he met Nagini. She was a female Maledictus, cursed to transform into a snake. However, Nagini's blood curse eventually turned her into a snake form forever. Voldemort used Nagini to help him regain strength and a basic physical form after living in a week. Voldemort met Bertha Jorkis, who was on holiday in Albania. Bertha was working in the Ministry of Magic, and that she provided Voldemort with all information he needed about the Triwizard Tournament. Voldemort then killed her in 1994 and used her murder to turn his Snake Nagini into his seventh and last Horcrux. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Please consider subscribing to the channel and see you again in the next video.